Hey, editing me here, just here to tell you that for some reason the recording got weird when I ended the recording. So the cropping of this video is a little weird. You won't see a little bit of the left side of the screen, and I just want to say I apologize for that. Anyways, on with the deep dive. Hi, my name is jELeeoo. This is my second channel, and this is the weekly deep dive with jELeeoo. This week will be February 5th through the 11th, and that is the Ramrod, the hub of Rocore, which can be found in the Memorial Hall. This deep dive will be in the Sandblasted Corridors. The drink will be for Rocky Mountain, whatever it's called. It allows you to break terrain quicker, which is, you'll see a realization I come to in the deep dive when it comes to this drink. Anyways, let's just get into the build. Once again, I'm going to be engineer with the 3113 armor setup. I'm going with SSG as my grenade as per usual. I was genuinely considering getting the proximity mine or maybe even the lure, but the shutters are just way too helpful when you're single player. For my platform gun, I'm going 2-1-2, and for my turrets, I'm going 1-2-3-1. Obviously, for the pickaxe, come on. I don't even have these. What's the point? Although maybe sometimes damage is nice, but like, come on. For my secondary, I'm going with the Breach Cutter with the 2-1-1-1-2 build with the Return to Sender Overclock, and that is because I just recently got Spinning Death, and I'm too afraid to try it out now. So, for my primary, I'm once again going with the shotgun, the Warthog. Now, I said I hate this weapon, but look at, dude, come on. The new skin they added in the Battle Pass, this looks so cool. I'm using it. So I'm going with 2-2-1-2-1 with the lightweight magazines. As per usual, I kind of want to try mini shells, but I heard that this is just low-key a better version of light shells. More shells, whatever. Anyways, perks I'm running are Deep Pockets, Resupplier, Born Ready, Iron Will, and Beastmaster. And this is what my engineer looks like. He's got the Season 6 stuff with a Season 4 skin. Let's get it done. Let's get it done indeed. Been feeling pretty weird this week. I have no idea why. Maybe I'm just in a down mood because it's the winter season and all that, but either way, doesn't matter now, because now I'm playing Deep Rock, and I love this game. So, getting into it, our first objective is a salvage operation with the... Oh, this is embarrassing, I'm just playing Maple so good right now. Yep. I'm getting, like, I sunk like 4 balls in this turn. Okay, it's fine, I totally whiffed the shot just there. And then I whiffed it. So, here we have a salvage operation, and then we have Liquid Morkite. Why did I take Rocky Mountain and Sandblasted Corridors? Am I stupid? Chat, am I stupid? Yeah, you're pretty stupid. Stupid? Yeah, you're stupid, chat. But anyways, thankfully, at least a bunch of mule legs were here, right next to this mule on the cliff. So here I am just telling Bosco to get one for me as I carry the other up, and I do again for all 4. And then I just get to work on fucking repairing that mule off rip. We love to see it. Anyways, first thing I want to talk about is going to be... Look at that. Already getting bombarded. Here I just immediately same glyph it, and I'm a little sad that wasn't that guard that I literally had right there. But, oh well, what you gonna do? There we could see a tiny little example of my overclock. Actually, I'll show, with a better example, I'll tell more about the Breach Cutter, which is a new weapon we haven't seen before. Also, that diesel-driven skin really does just look nice on the Warthog. Anyways, the first thing that I want to talk about is a big break. Taking a break. Taking breaks in general. I feel breaks are very important to take, but sometimes we aren't allotted breaks, you know? Doing this, I consider to be a break. I like this. I'm addicted to making YouTube videos. If you hear me click my spacebar every now and then, please ignore that. I find I'm addicted to making content. I find it very therapeutic. Ignore me configuring this mod here so that I can see more of the diesel trim. God, it looks so cool. It really does look cool. So breaks are important to have, obviously. It doesn't take a fucking wisdom business guru to tell you that. But something that should be said is when to take breaks, and when you're taking too many breaks. Because, again, I'm procrastinating. Like, the urge to procrastinate on the Xenoblade video is So strong. Here I see two Brune Nexuses next to each other, which is just rather devious, if I do say so myself. And I also hear a stalker somewhere, and I'm gonna be paranoid until I fucking find it. And spoilers, that's not gonna be for a while. But let's rewind a bit to like 2024. I was working on the Final Fantasy XII video. It took so long to make, and again, part of the reason is because my footage decided to just kill itself. Because Final Cut had a crash, it fucked over a lot of things. Not my footage, my editing.
You should at least be able to pet the mini mules.
Library.
Kind of useless, not gonna lie.
Yeah, you should. I agree with that. I've also considered doing a video about things I would improve in Deep Rock, and that's definitely something on the list. But another reason that the Final Fantasy XII video just took forever to make is because I was procrastinating so much. I get like 20 seconds edited, and I'd be like, you know what, that's enough editing for the day. I want to go play video games, hang out with friends, edit other stuff that isn't Final Fantasy XII related, literally anything else. And I just, I don't want to fall into that with the Xenoblade video, because again, I'm trying to get it out on June 21st. That is when I want it to be out. There I make an expert taming of a Glyphid slasher that does, like, extra damage shit, which is really cool. I also found the Morkite well, so, just trying to get that out of the way. So yeah, I'm trying not to get into the trap I fell into with the Final Fantasy XII video that I did with the Xenoblade video. And the Xenoblade video is about 30, 40-ish minutes done. But, like, it's still a long way to go. I have, like, it's like a quarter of the way done. And again, I'm trying to get it out by June, and in February just started. I'm scared I'm not going to make that deadline. And it doesn't help that, Satisfactory has taken over my life, and that I've just been, like, editing the Xenoblade video is, like, the last thing I do in the day, and I often, like, stay up so late editing it. Like, I'm being serious, I've stayed up till, like, 8 a.m. editing it, which I know is not good for, like, my health at all. But, I don't know. Sometimes I just do what I do. And frankly, it's getting annoying, but it's like, it's something I want to do, It's something I want to do. I want to take a break. I do, But I know that I can't. Because the Xenoblade video has truly taken over my life, along with Satisfactory. My day consists of wake up, play Satisfactory for like 3 to 5 hours, and then edit the Xenoblade video for like 7 hours. And then, like, obviously, like, dinner and a walk in between. So, like, there's an hour for, like, dinner and a walk. But, like, I've been eating 1 meal a day. It really isn't healthy, I know. But I'm so consumed by this project because I'm complaining about it. But I'm just so fucking passionate about it, I'm like, I truly am, like, I really like where this video is going so far. So far, I think it's definitely, like, one of my best. I have some really well-written jokes. I have some really good points to make that, I haven't really heard been parroted about the game. I really like where the video's going. But, again, it's just consuming so much of my life. And I thought, like, oh, I would have plenty of time. Because I started working on it in April of 2025, and I'm trying to get it out by June of 2026. My phone just fucking vibrated. And so, I don't know, I like, the urge to procrastinate, because, like, it genuinely is affecting my health super negatively, and the only days I have free are Thursday and Friday, because I'm not editing for myself, I'm editing for someone else. I take Wednesday a little lightly, I don't really do editing work, and normally on Saturday and Sunday, I also do either light to no editing work to, like, kind of, keep it, like, healthy, so I can go, like, go outside and do other productive things, And not to mention writing. I haven't even read anything. I don't read anymore. My turret whip fucked over that stalker by accident, which was rather humorous. But yeah, it's so... Here I am just wasting my time. Flexing on them haters. Like, I'm trying so hard to not procrastinate, because I really can't. I feel like if I procrastinate even one day, it's not going to come out on time. Because I planned on having another video come out alongside the Xenoblade 3 video on another channel to promote it. If you don't know Black Jupiter, they're good friends of mine, or at least I'm good friends with Agent Random of Black Jupiter. Carson, you know, I've talked to him a few times, but I don't really know him all that well. No offense, Carson, if you're watching this. But, like, you know, they're good friends, and, you know, they said, like, oh, if you ever want to make a video for Black Jupiter, you know, go for it. Because, you know, that they have a lot more reach than I do, and getting that out there would be good promotion for the Xenoblade video. And I was considering making a video talking about Monolith Soft as a company and, like, how influential they are not only to Nintendo, but other game developers. Because, like, Xenogears is low-key, like, a very... It changed a lot without people realizing it. IMO. IMHO. But, also, I don't really like this spawn of the fuel cell, so here I am just fucking changing that. But, like, I don't think I can get that done now. I haven't even begun to script it. I haven't even begun researching it. Because I'm just I'm so busy working on this, you know? And, like, I don't want to just dedicate an entire day to just, like, just editing and then researching and all that. Because, like, there are days where I do that, and I'm miserable, you know? And as much as I hate to say it, I'm a fucking lazy bum, you know? It's just who I am. And, you know, it's hard to change something like that about me, especially when I'm just trying to get this thing done as well, you know? So instead I just sacrifice sleep to get it done. So, yeah, I guess that's what I wanted to say. That my dilemma is I can't take a break right now, but goddamn I want to. Which is why, like, probably, like, I'm sorry, Steve. Not even joking, the second all the Xenoblade shit is done, I will make that Black Jupiter video, but it'll probably just come out late. Like, after it's done, and I make that Black Jupiter video, and I also make a video for the DLC, because, spoilers, I'm also just, like, I wanted to talk about the DLC, but the video was getting so long that I was like, okay, fuck this, I'm just gonna make that its own video that's kind of similarly styled to the Xenoblade video I did in 2025, where I just kind of played the game and gave, like, light live commentary. But, like, after that, like, I'm just taking a break from making videos, you know, and focusing back on, like, my writing. You know, To Whom It May Concern isn't even, like... I haven't even worried myself with To Whom It May Concern forever, which is strange, because I haven't gotten the copyright certificate yet, and normally it takes a really, like, a really long time. It's taking way too long. So, yeah, I don't know. The urge to be a lazy bones when I can't really be. Is this what it's like to work a 9 to 5? Anyways, that was the first stage. The next stage, again, we have the same secondary for some reason, and it's also a drill elevator mission, which, I don't know, I need to be in a mood to like that mission, honestly, low-key. But whatever. Yeah, anyways, next topic will be, honestly, I don't know, I forgot what I was gonna say. It left me. I also need to pay attention to when I use my secondary so I can talk about it more. But, here I see Nitro being mined right next to a nest of swarmers, and I'm like, ooh, this looks like it's gonna suck. And I expertly, stuffily got it. Next topic I want to talk about is the game plan. Because, you know, I talked about games that I was excited for in 2026, and, you know, games are still in my life right next to books. Well, books are actually right next to games. And I kind of had an epiphany. There aren't that many, like, games I'm super excited for this year. I literally wrote down the list. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games that, like, interest me. One of them not really interests me. I just saw a trailer for it today, and I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. I'll write that down. But I don't know. I might not even get that. And so I just thought, you know what? Maybe this year I should just stop getting new shit and just, like, focus on my backlog. So that's what I was thinking of fucking doing this year. Focusing on my backlog for the year. So I don't know. That's just, like, a plan of mine. And, you know, honestly, I've never done that before. Is that weird? How can I call myself a gamer if I've never dedicated, like, a huge portion of time to just going through my backlog? Because I have a pretty big backlog of not only... I don't have many games on Switch, but I have a lot of PlayStation games and a lot of Steam games. that I have not played, and a lot of games that I have downloaded for emulators, you know? I still have not played the Xenosaga trilogy. I played Xenogears. I love Xenogears. Good game. Great game. Sucks what happened to it. Oh, here's a... Yeah, okay, so you can kind of see it there. The breach cutter is basically just like weird-ass construction equipment that's been weaponized. It's really cool. It's just a plasma beam. It's like a shootable lightsaber, pretty much. And return to sender makes it so that if you hold left click, it goes out, but once you let go of left click, it'll start going backwards. It'll start going the opposite direction. So you can make it pass through a crowd of enemies, and then you can make it come back for even more damage. So it's really useful on, like, it shreds through a lot of enemies' health, which is really good. Only problem is that it doesn't have a lot of ammo, and there's nothing you can really do about that unless you have, like, the specific overclock that's just like, here's more ammo. So, like, it's unfortunate. That's, like, the big unfortunate downside, which especially sucks on, like, Has 5 with, like, a full team, so everybody's, like, using the same nitro. Or, like, an elite deep dive. So, that's why it's not that good. And also, I just prefer the grenade launcher. It does more damage. Single target, yeah, but, like, more damage is more damage. And if I need AoE, that's what, like, my shredders and turrets are for. So, but, like, breach cutter, it's a cool weapon, just not for my build that I use. But we'll see it get used in a very cool way in the next mission. But, back to the game plan. Yeah, I have a lot of Steam games and PlayStation games to go through. I want a lot of RPGs, but I fear I'll get RPG burnout, but something I have to do. You know, I didn't finish Chrono Cross. I need to finish Okami. Spoilers, I never finished the first Okami game. Or the DS one, which is strange, because I got further in the DS one than I did the Wii game. I never finished... What did I not finish? Never finished Genealogy of the Holy War. I have both Nier games. They are still in their, like, plastic wrapping. I never finished... I don't know, a bunch of stuff. And then there's stuff that I never even played. Again, Xenosaga Trilogy. I wanted to play the Drakengard games along with Nier. There's also a few Resident Evil spin-offs I want to play. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. You know,
Are you kidding me?
Oh, that was such bullshit. Yeah, the wind pushed me off and the minuscule amount of fall damage killed me. But you can also see how quickly I fucking took out the barrage infector with that overclock with the breach cutter, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's just... I don't know. Just fucking, you know? There's a lot of games on my backlog. I know I'm like, oh, he's getting overwhelmed from backlog, how stupid. And this is secretly just me projecting because I'm just overwhelmed from the Xenoblade video. Because again, that thing is consumed my life. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm kind of nervous, but it'll be interesting. As for, like, new games I will get this year, absolutely Rogue Core. That's, like, my #1 anticipated game of the year. Can't wait to get it early access in the summer. Gonna play the fuck out of it. I'm also excited for the new Resident Evil. Looks awesome. It's coming out literally later this month. And then the new Fire Emblem also looks really good. And then obviously Duskbloods. And then there's this game that got like a reveal at the Nintendo Showcase, the partner showcase for Nintendo Direct, called The Adventures of Elliot. And it looks like an Octopath-like game, but like kind of Chrono Trigger vibes. It seemed interesting. It interests me. I really liked Triangle Strategy. I liked a little bit of what I played of Octopath, but I can't get past the random encounters. So yeah. It'll be interesting. I would like to do that. Oh my god, I need to finish Bravely Default 2. I need to play the first game. Never played the first game. You know, also need to play Bravely Second when the time comes. Like, good lord, there's a lot of games to play on my backlog. I could go to my backlog right now, which reminds me of the next kind of game plan thing related thing. You know, I have a backlogged account. I've talked about it before. And on that backlog, I do like I constantly update my list of games I played. Like, I constantly just rank them live, add notes. And I'm thinking, like, this year it will be no yearly jELeeoo wrap up. There's not going to be any games I played 2026. There might be books I read 2026, but so far it's looking grim there because I haven't read like at all since the year started. But yeah, no, there's gonna be top 10 games, maybe top 5, 10 games that I played in 2026, but not going over every, because last year, 2025, I played 30 games. Sure, I didn't finish all of them, but I finished a good amount. And it was a 3-hour video. It would have been longer if I wanted it scripted like the 2024 vid, but I kind of just did like a live kind of situation. What the okay, whatever. Some weird ass shit. God, I can't get over how cool my shotgun now looks. And I have the revolver as well. Oh my god, that thing looks so good. I love the new weapon designs for the Season 6 Battle Pass. It looks so good. But man, I just fucking... I don't know. I like... Because the Xenoblade video is overwhelming me so much, it's causing me to overthink everything else. And just get overwhelmed over nothing. Over this. And I know, like, my privileged ass is like, oh, I have to make a YouTube video. Woe is me. I'm making something that I'm passionate about. Woe is me. You know, but like, you know, these are worries that happen. So I don't know. If I know that this is like a complaining weekly deep dive with jELeeoo, and if you're upset with that, then I don't know, click off. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, I'm just overwhelmed in general. I really need to either just like speedrun the rest of Satisfactory so I can just expel the demon from me and stop like obsessing over this game while obsessing over a video at the same time. Yeah, I chose the worst time to start playing Satisfactory, let me tell you. But it's either that or I just need to like probably just fix my sleep schedule and just vanish my procrastinating ways. Like, I'm not procrastinating a lot. Like, when I'm actually editing, like, I'll procrastinate editing itself, but when I actually start editing, my ass is sat down, for the most part. Sometimes I'll put on, like, a little YouTube video when I'm doing a particular thing that doesn't require me to listen to the audio of the video. But it's not often. It just takes a while. Because, like, I try and get, like, 2 minutes of video done each day. And that's, like, 7 hours. Because I'm either just slow, or I storyboarded way too much. Because it is a storyboarded video. All, like, 2 hours of it are storyboarded. What the why? And, you know, it's just complicated. Instructions. Bang, bang, bang. I love my doors. Funny little lines. But yeah, new game plan. Top 10 video instead of all games I played. And I'm probably just gonna go through my backlog this year. I also got a poopy overclock. Because nothing's better than embedded detonators. Anyways, last mission of the deep dive is... I don't even remember... Oh yeah, it's elims. 2 dreadnoughts, 2 eggs. Let's get this done. So if I came off as whiny in the last section, I'm going to come off as even more whiny here, but it's not related to video making. It's instead relating to my age and the act of driving. Also, this is such a shit, like, spawn. I get overwhelmed immediately by literally everything, but at least I fucking, again, just demolished that barrage infector. But I got bounced back, I died, and I was like, what the fuck, I don't know what killed me there. Oh, it was you. And it was that sand shark guy. I hate those guys. Fuck those guys, all my homies hate those guys. What was I gonna say? Yeah, if you don't know, a lot of people think I'm older than I am, and that's, you know, a lot of times it's because I make a funny little goof and say, like, I'm a divorced 27-year-old man, which is really funny when people actually buy it, because some people do. I give off those vibes, I'm well aware. Censor that. This one guy keeps playing games while I'm doing this deep dive, and I have to keep censoring it. But, you know, truth is, I'm just be straight up. God damn it. God damn it. I'm just gonna be straight up. I'm 20. I'm 20, dog. I'm turning 21 this year in the spring. It's a scary prospect because, like, man, I'm fucking getting. I was one of those motherfuckers who, like, in my last year of high school, which wasn't actually my last year of high school, it's college, because, you know, I'm a smarty pants. I went through an existential crisis. I'm not gonna talk about, like, depression, like, be all mopey and shit, but I was one of the people who was like, oh, I'm not gonna live past 18, why should I even fucking care? And here I am, almost 21, still struggling to get my life together. And it's it's embarrassing to admit. Also, it's even worse that I'm gonna fight this fucker while doing it because I hate this fucker. It's embarrassing to admit, but I'm a terrible driver. You know, I can drive. I'm not good at it though. I'm super good. One of the last times I drove, I rear-ended someone and I just kind of like froze up and didn't know what to do. And then my brother, who was in the car with me, freaked out, and he had to handle the situation, even though I'm the one who crashed the car. Also, I'm getting a text.
Sorry, I have to check it. Fucking text.
I thought it was an important text as I was expecting it, but it was just another 8-ball. But yeah, I'm a terrible driver, so like one of my New Year's resolutions is get better at driving. And, you know, I'm working on it. I drove in a pretty busy road without getting in any accidents, and there wasn't like that many problems. The only problem was that I was going a little too fast once I hit the neighborhood.
What the fuck?
And here I am getting surprised because he has a bite. The Hive Guard has a bite attack if you get too close to his mouth, and I keep forgetting that it happens. As you can see, I'm fucking wailing on his fucking health when he's exposed by using Return to Sender. It's really the Breach Cutter is really good for crowds because it melts through grunts and it can do a good amount of damage. Really good build. But again, just, you know, I prefer using Hyper Propellant because I just like it more. I think it's cooler. But I need to say, the driving fucking sucks. There's so much shit you have to remember. Everybody's also, like, just an asshole on the road. At least where I am, you know, nobody uses their blinker. Everyone goes, like, 20 over the speed limit. Also, a surprising amount of people...
Fuck that shit.
A surprising amount of people drunk drive. Like, life advice for people who live in the South. You know, if you're gonna... When you start driving, you're gonna learn that a lot of people are drunk drive. And you're just gonna have to, like, either be okay with that, or, I don't know, be doomer about it. Don't drink and drive. Do not recommend. Coming from someone who has an averse taste to, has a complicated relationships with both drinking and driving. Well, look at that. Sorry. I got distracted again by another text. Man, my phone, I guess I'm popular today. I don't really get that many texts. And I like it that way normally, but I guess I'm just so fucking popular right now. But yeah, driving just fucking sucks. I hate it. It's like, it's not even like, oh, it's an excuse for me to be lazy and not drive. It's literally just, it's just annoying. It's a hassle. It's a hassle and a half. And then, God forbid, I own a car. I do not want a car. I really do not want a car because it is so expensive. You know, something could always go wrong that I then have to get repaired. I have to, like, know it intimately in and out, you know, and you know, thankfully I have like one of the most dads ever, and I do know a decent amount about cars, but it doesn't, like, I know how to jumpstart a car. I don't know why I saluted there. You know, I know a little bit about cars, thankfully, but like, it's still just, it's fucking annoying. I don't want to know about cars. I don't want to have to. And I don't even, like, I'm not even one of the people who's like, oh, we need walkable cities. Nah. I just want a $1 gajillion to go into teleportation research so we can get that done. Or better yet, just like a faster way of transportation than cars. A faster and more efficient and more cost-effective way of transportation. You know? Give us like those, like, gigantic flinging ball things from the movie Robots with Ewan McGregor and Robin Williams. Give me that. That's what I want. I'm sorry about that, just thinking about that. And then that's not like the only thing I want to talk about right now. I also want to talk about, oh, but actually I didn't even mention it, but the eggs, 2 eggs were like right next to each other, and I just kind of got them. easiest shit of my life. Here I am preparing for the next Dreadnought fight, and when I open it, oh, okay. I have that reaction because this is... Watch this fight. It's so fucking funny. I need to finish up what I'm talking about, because spoilers, he's not gonna last long. Look at him go! As you can see, I'm just abusing Turret Whip to just do a lot of damage to his shield, and then when I fucking get him with the Breach Cutter, I just shred through his health. Look at that! I'm awesome. I'm so fucking awesome. But anyways, it's not even like the driving thing that like makes me feel yucky. I'm also yucked out by the fact that I'm 21 this year. You know, I could have sworn yesterday I was still like 18 and about to be a college dropout. Oh, that was so free. It really was free. I'm awesome. But yeah, I don't know. It feels weird turning 21 because like I feel like, okay, honestly, when you turn 18, oh yeah, you can vote. You're legally an adult now. You can go to like a strip club or something. But like, honestly, that's not a lot. When you're 21, people will start taking you more seriously. You can start like applying for more legal shit. Here I am just flexing on them haters by dancing on Molly. And also, you know, you can drink and smoke. So like you can go to more sociable events. So it's weird, the prospect of turning 21. Because also, this was a fucking jump scare and a half, but as you can see, I'm fucking wasting everything I can to get that shit. That's awesome. But like, I don't know, it's not that like I don't want to turn 21. I'm fine at the prospect of aging, but at the same time, I know for a fact that like I need to get my shit together, man. And it's really hard in this day and age where everything is just looking so doom and gloom for literally anybody below the age of like 35, 40. That was a voice crack. Hell, even, and like especially for people who are under the age of 25. Because like, holy fuck, man. Fucking up the hype card, but that night fight was so free. This has been a very doom and gloom weekly deep dive, but, you know, shit on my mind, gotta expel it somehow. I don't know, some therapist needs to look at this and be like, yeah, this is a healthy way of coping. And then they use their therapy talk. not to be mean to therapists, but yeah. Anyways, that was the deep dive. It was kind of, again, like I said previously, fucked it up with the Hive Guard, but made up for it in the end with that Dreadnought fight. And yeah, any builds, any comments, you know, any conversation topics, leave them, and I'll do that, and I'll see you guys later. Enjoy me twerking.